The Canon C80. I love this thing. Mostly for the ND filters, they're internal and it's awesome. Definitely beats having to have a filter on the front and taking it on and off, all the things. I also love how all these buttons are very customizable. Like number 10 I use for false color whenever I need it. Number 7, the back, push auto iris. I have that set to back button focus, which is very quick, fast, and easy to use for when I'm on someone and I need to just hold it still and lock focus on them. The batteries are nice and small. They're not super heavy. You can get the expanded version of this, which sticks out a lot. I prefer to just carry 3 of these and it lasts me all day long. I don't have any problem with that. The screen is actually very robust, unlike the C70. They upgraded that, which is a welcomed change. Having XLR is awesome. That means I get to use a actual shotgun mic here. The NTG 4 Plus, a little longer. And it's got all the normal buttons on the back. And it charges internally, which is cool. Or I can just use the phantom power right off the C80 with the gain knobs right here in the back, which is awesome. This combination together sounds absolutely incredible.
Yeah, dull.
And also I use these small rig mics that's hooked up to my phone right now. Awesome rig. Again, I love hand holding this thing with the grip right there. I usually have this 24 to 105 RF f4 all the way through. This thing is basically welded on to this camera at all times. I've sat in driving rain with this thing and the weather sealing on it is actually pretty dang good. Haven't had any problems yet. And Alaska is very, very tough on gear. It rains a lot, it blows wind a lot, and it's also sunny a lot. So this thing had plenty of time to get wet, plenty of time to get dry, and everything in between. And, you know, every morning I turn it on, she fires right up. Next up is the R5 Mark II. I just got this thing not even a year ago, and I absolutely love this thing. The video quality is damn near comparable to the C80, although the C80 does edge it out. The C80 does look a little more cinematic. But this thing holds its own. It has a CFast card, which is awesome. 640 gigs, so I can do a lot of recording on this thing without really having to worry about it. It does chew through batteries when you're filming in C-Log 2, and you're just out there and it's cold. I carry 6 batteries with me at all times, and I usually have them all charged up before the next day. Same thing with C80 batteries here. Normally I have my 100 to 400 on here, but the guys that I hunt with, they also have a 100 to 500 that is basically welded onto this thing, and that combination of that lens and this 45 megapixel sensor is incredible. Sound for this camera, I run the little baby version of this mic right here. This is also a Rode NTG. It's a video mic NTG. It's got a little gain in the back here. It's got pad. It's got high pass filter on it. This thing sounds awesome.
That eye's on a good bear. We're just trying to gauge him right now.
When I'm out there making these films, and Apple headphones to monitor audio, always monitor audio, how dare you not. This is honestly it right here. I don't have anything hanging off of it. I don't have any cages. I try to keep this as light and run and gun as possible, because when it's time to go and film the kill shot, and you gotta be light and nimble. You gotta be able to run through the tundra, through the alders. I use this cotton carrier here. It just fits on you like a normal vest would. And I don't have the mount on here, but basically clips on the front of me here. And then there's an extra little handle here that I have over there for this one that hooks onto here. So basically running around like this, and it's very sturdy. I have lost this camera before in the alders, but if you've never been through alders before, it's like running through a crowd and people trying to rip your clothes off. It's horrible. So I'm gonna get a little leash for this thing to put on there for this next hunt, but this is awesome. I love this thing. It lives on me all day long. It's extremely comfortable, and I just love it. And yeah, this is this is it. This is all I carry on me. I have a bag I do carry with me. I carry my normal camera bag, but that stays at camp. Holds my laptop so I can back up footage every single day. I back up my footage twice into 2 separate hard drives. And the other backpack I bring is my Stone Glacier, and that holds some cold weather gear, rain gear, all my clothes, basically. Clothes, snacks is a big one. Sometimes a bag of batteries will be in there. And if I need to, if I know we're gonna be out for an extended period of time, I'll bring a couple power banks with me and my 4-block charger to power these batteries, the little LP6s. When it comes to these A30Ns, I should carry 3 of them with me. I swear it lasts me all day long. I'll go through maybe 1 or 2 of these a day. And you're not filming constantly all day long when you're filming a hunt. A lot of times you're sitting around just glassing, just waiting for something to happen. And if I see or feel an opportunity to push the story along, then I'll, get in front of one of the guys and ask them, hey, what's going on here? This thing was used a tremendous amount because we saw over 40 bears. So this thing was on a tripod just looking at bears constantly, which was awesome. So this thing got a whole bunch of use, whole bunch of pictures. It's the best thing ever. So if I had endless money, I would own the 200-800 for this camera, which is a monster lens. My buddy has it and it's freaking huge. So this 100-400 is a great combo. If you're just doing a normal adventure or hunting film, this is lightweight. You can carry this around all day long. That 100-500 definitely adds a few more pounds, but it does also adds to the quality. It's a great lens, and I'm lucky that they purchased it and I get to use it. Also, I would love to have the 24-105 f2.8. That would be sweet if I had $3,000. So again, a bit bigger, it's a bit heavier, it's a bit longer of a lens to be able to do 2.8 all the way through, but that would look absolutely incredible. This September, when I go back to Alaska and film, I am contemplating on using this Canon 50mm RF 1.4 VCM. Awesome lenses. I love how they have this manual aperture, even though I just leave it at 1.4 when I'm outside. Basically, I plan to use this with my C80 to kind of get more movie looking kind of shots instead of kind of variable lens shots, and then have the 100-500 on this lens the whole time. This will actually save me a little bit of weight, not really that much. I think it'll be, you won't be able to tell, but this also doesn't have stabilization, so it's gonna be really tricky to kind of keep all that real nice. But I also have a 35mm, the plastic version that has stabilization, and that also looks really good on here. So I might mess with that a bit more this year instead of having a variable. And if I like that, then I might not even get 24-105 2.8. In my next video, I am going to show you how I charge all of my batteries. It has been a journey of different systems and kits that I've used to charge all these batteries, and I think I finally found the one